Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here for the French Grand Prix round number 4 in our Aspect Racing F1 my team career mode. As you can see, already running into spoilers, we're P6 in the championship and P6 P6 in both championships. As you can see, Bahrain 5th, Imola 8th and Portimao 4th. I don't know how we've done so, but anyways, it's an insane start to the season. We've already done our main sponsor goal. So yeah, R&D wise, we've got 2 minors and a major upgrade coming in, 2 before the season break, I think, and 1 after. You can see we do have some money, but we've got resource points generation on all all important facilities. So we're gonna save money and go on that because that's what you need to invest in. Marketing department, we need to go to event. It's the final time of the official F1 esports. It's the final of the official F1 esports series, and the organizers are very keen to raise its profile. They've sent us some feelers out asking whether we'd be interested in a deal to have Matsushita attend and help to host the event. What do you think? Either it gives driver acclaim, but it negative impact on his. I think we're gonna get decline because we don't want Matsushita to be behind the Haas. But anyway, moving on to the season break, we have more resource points. 583 might be enough if we've got a minor, which we've got a tire wear upgrade, so I think we're gonna go with that instead of their weight redistribution upgrade. Just want to quickly check how much it costs for the 6 million, so we're a long way off. Anyways, skipping on, piston upgrade comes in more resource points. Yeah, we by far don't have enough. And crucially, the engine upgrade fails, which is not what we needed. Will it come in for French Grand Prix? No, it won't. It's because we've got an OP engine, but it's not ideal. But still, we're very speedy on straight. As we now skip. So if we now do the engine upgrade, it'll come in after Austria, which isn't ideal. But I think we're just gonna go ahead and do so, because it's definitely gonna help for Monza and Spa coming up later on in the season. But without further ado, let's head to France to the French Grand Prix. So here we are then, and instantly you can see there is a good chance of rain towards the end of the race, which is gonna make the race very interesting. Maybe we'll try and stay out on the slicks until it rains. But anyways, like always, we skip through and we'll come back once we see how we did. So here we are then at the end of practice. Matsushita gaining 200 R&D points. We gained 500, bringing our total up to about 850. As team acclaim level goes up to level 8, which is good. Here we are then just loading our setup. Gonna go with minimum fuel, of course, 10.9 on the aerodynamics, 158 on the transmission. Right, left, left, left on the suspension geometry. On the suspension we have 171627, brakes 150, and tire pressures fronts 23.8 and rears 22.7. And without further ado, you can see Carlos Sainz already out on track. We're gonna head out for our first flying lap and see if we can get a decent banker lap in this session. So here we are then preparing our car for our first flying lap. It's actually pretty gloomy, so it's not as nice as the forecast showed us. Tires are a bit warm, but that's fine. So yeah, let's just try and get a clean banker and see where that puts us. Again, just understeer, running off track. But anyway, out to the line, we're miles off on this lap. 6/10 off of Stroll. Can easily get that, but I mean that lap was horrendous. So we'll head back to the pits and go for a final run. As we know, we always save one set of softs in case there's a safety car sometime in the race. So without further ado, let's jump onto our final lap in this session. Don't want Stroll to send it on us into turn 1. So much better run. We gain 3.5 tenths. Coming onto the back straight, then 3/10 up. This would put us ahead of Matsushita. Matsushita doesn't improve, so let's see if we can gain any more time here. Absolutely sending it through there. Great traction. So we're 3.5 tenths up. Half a second up on Kimi. Let's just not mess this up now, then we're good. This time hitting the first apex very nicely. So now I think it's not great for dries. So we're 6/10 up. Two corners to go. We still improve about an 8/10 improvement as we cross the line and we go up to P14. Really happy with that. If we'd have gone 2 minutes, if we've gone out 2 minutes earlier, we'd probably gain way more time, purely because of the track evolution. But I am pretty happy with that. I mean, we have gotten P13. Don't know if we have gotten Esteban. But yeah, with that said, very happy. Max getting pole by 3.5 tenths, Nobuharu in P18. We can start on the mediums and stretch them all the way to the rain. If we can do so, that would be an insane race. So stick around for Sunday.
Welcome along then to France, host of the world famous Tour de France. But we're not talking 2 wheels today, we're talking 4, in a country widely thought of as giving birth to the art of motor racing back in the late 1800s. We've come a long way since then, and you're about to find out how far. It's time for the French Grand Prix. 6 lefts and 9 rights give us a total of 15 corners here at the circuit Paul Ricard, and a lap covers an overall distance of 3.6 miles. Average speeds will be somewhere in the region of 142 miles per hour, and they'll be maxing out on the Mistral straight at around 205 miles per hour. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Perez, Norris, Carlos Sainz, and Gasly, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, and Yuki Tsunoda, Ocon, Vettel, the owner driver, and Leclerc, Giovinazzi, Stroll, Kimi Raikkonen, and George Russell, Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, and Nobuharu Matsushita. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So here we are then on the grid for the French Grand Prix. Medium to soft strategy selected. We've put the front wing up to 11 for extra front end and 1.2 laps of extra fuel. So without further ado, let's jump into this race. Gonna try and get a good start on the mediums. Not as easy as you'd think, as 5 lights are on and it is lights out, and we are underway as we get an amazing start, jumping Sebastian Vettel's off the bat here. Gonna try and go down the inside of Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda. Gonna try and leave space but keep it on track, and we manage to pull off a lovely overtake around the outside, promoting us up into P10 instantly. It's definitely gonna be tough to stick here. I'm gonna go down the inside of Lewis. Not really gonna help us much, because Lewis is obviously way faster. As actually Yuki Tsunoda gets past instantly as well. Looks like one of the has lost his wing or something, as Yuki's gonna try to go around the outside. We're gonna have none of that and just go very aggressive back down the inside. So we've managed to stick with Yuki again, which is perfect. He's now nearly within DRS range of the cars ahead. As we have a bit of a moment there, avoiding the styrofoam board there to not get any damage with the car. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. I think we're gonna let him go for now, because he's anyway surely gonna finish ahead of us.
Five minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain.
5 minutes until rain. That's very, very important. Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez into the pit lane.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
As we move on to lap number 5, let's ask Jeff about the weather, as again we have a big snap.
It is coming. Be careful. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Interesting news there from Jeff. So here we are then on the end of lap number 7, deciding to box in on this lap because I've had some oversteer moments on this lap. So boxing for fresh softs now, rather have track position in a DRS train than be stuck behind the car. As Vettel and Giovinazzi are into the pits, going to be crucial where we're going to come out, as now it's starting to get cloudy. Let's hope we have a good pit stop here. Oh, it's very, very slow. 2.9. Can we just rejoin ahead of Esteban? That's all we need. And no, oh yes, sorry, ahead of Alonso. We just about can. He's gonna try and go around the outside, but he's not gonna get it done. So we rejoin just about in P9. Yuki Tsunoda up ahead is on hards. So interesting choice by AlphaTauri for the Japanese driver, but now we need to push to the absolute limit to try and catch up and hopefully also overtake them before the end of the race.
Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
As you can see, Lewis Hamilton going for a move. Hopefully they go side by side through the chicane, which they did for a second, which does gain us a nice chunk of time. On to lap number 9 we go then. Good lap from us, we've dropped Alonso. Let's see if we can get within DRS range of Yuki on this lap. As the raindrops fall here at Paul Ricard, let's see how quickly it's going to evolve. Yellow flag up ahead. Looks like one of the Red Bulls is out. It's going to be Sergio Perez out of this race. Has he binned it? I'm not sure what happened there. But anyway, it's a free position for us. So if we can close up to Yuki Tsunoda, this would be an insane P7 finish. So here we are then on the end of lap number 9. I'm not sure if we box both. Oh my god, both McLaren's box. Looks like it's time for intro. So we are gonna box as well along with everyone else, as the Mercedes of Bottas and Max have both stayed out. Oh my god, we could gain loads of time with the McLaren's double stacking being held. We might be in for an insane 4-lap finish as more cars stay out. Let us go. What just happened there? We've been held big time by all of these cars. That's unfortunate. But anyway, we're definitely going to be ahead of the other two.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Of Valtteri Bottas. And that's what I meant. If we'd have stayed out... Okay, that's the corner. If we'd have stayed out on the mediums, I never thought it'd come down so quickly. Literally just started raining less than a lap ago. Insane weather change though, as we run off track. Not ideal. Here comes Fernando. At least he tried to get past. Looks like actually Checo and Bottas hold on, so they're pretty lucky. But Lando's up to P3 as we absolutely drift through the final corner. More cars into the pit lane, putting us up to P8. So we've lost the position. No, we've not lost anything. Somehow thought we'd gain something, but that's fine. We just need to defend. We're guaranteed points if we don't spin. So all we need to do now is defend. From the defense, Spanish defense minister, as we again run off track. Can feel the understeer in the dry, let alone in the wet. Again, a bit of the moment. Is Alonso gonna try? He's gonna try and go all the way around the outside at this next corner. We're gonna try and keep it flat. We push him slightly wide, round the outside, side by side through this double right. We just understeer off track, because actually Leclerc goes down the inside of Alonso, makes a bit of contact in the process. Not what I wanted. Didn't want to push him wide, but just the nature of the corner and not being on a dry setup in the wet just meant that our car just slid off, as now Charles Leclerc is trying to get past. So I don't know why I'm so slow. Alonso is into the pits, which means that Charles Leclerc giving damage. So now it's a battle for P9 with 2 laps to go against Charles Leclerc. For us, so we're gonna try and open it up the best way we can. I think we've done so pretty well, trying to break the slipstream using overtake mode all the way down the straight. Heading into the chicane, Leclerc's just not close enough. If we get this next exit good, as we do run in a bit deep, but if we get this next exit, then we should be clear. As again, trying to break the slipstream from Charles Leclerc. Is he gonna come all the way to the AstroTurf? No, he's not. So he's not even trying to follow the slipstream. Through the final sector we go, and the final couple of corners. Oh no. That was scary for a second. As we again run in deep. Max Verstappen wins the race, but it's not over yet. We're gonna cut the exit, and that is it. P14 to P8 for the 4th consecutive points finish in a row.
We've witnessed some great battles around Paul Ricard today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Let's see how the driver standings have changed. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
For me, it's Kimi Raikkonen, someone who definitely doesn't get enough attention for how well he performs out on the track.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
So that was it then. Suddenly it's sunny again. Don't really understand this game. But anyways, again a points finish. I'm really happy, to be honest. So yeah, hope you enjoyed as well. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did. And until next time, take care and goodbye.